light. And then there's the even darker possibility that Jay-Z might have been involved in the same kind of underhanded activities that Kelly himself has been accused of. Nas, one of Jay-Z's biggest rivals, once suggested that Jay-Z must have seen something suspicious during his time collaborating with Kelly. In an interview, Nas hinted that Jay-Z couldn't have been completely in the dark about Kelly's behavior, saying, "You can't tell me Jay didn't see a minor come in the studio and sit on R. Kelly's lap." It's a chilling thought, one that raises all kinds of questions about Jay-Z's own actions and whether he might have something to hide. But here's where things get really interesting. According to some insiders, R. Kelly isn't just sitting on a few salacious tidbits. He might have real, hard evidence that could bring Jay-Z down. Imagine this: recordings, documents, or even first-hand accounts that could expose Jay-Z in a way we've never seen before. The stakes are incredibly high for both men. Kelly is facing a virtual life sentence, and Jay-Z, despite his billions and the power he wields, could see his empire crumble if these secrets were ever made public.
Stephanie's exactly right. Arguably, the defense's biggest asset in this case was the complexity and arguably the awkwardness of applying federal racketeering charges to a person who now is convicted of using his business in order to satisfy his urges. It's not the traditional application of racketeering law. Normally, that's been applied to mafia-type defendants.
And if you think the story couldn't get any crazier, just wait, because it does. Recently, there have been reports of a violent incident involving R. Kelly while he was in jail. Kelly was allegedly attacked by an inmate, a member of the notorious Latin Kings gang, in what some are calling a deliberate hit. The attack left Kelly injured and raised serious questions about his safety behind bars. But what's even more shocking are the rumors that have surfaced in the wake of the attack. Rumors that suggest Jay-Z might have had something to do with it. It sounds like something out of a movie, right? But in the cutthroat world of the music industry, where power and money are at stake, anything is possible. According to a former cellmate of Kelly's, the singer has been receiving threats on his life, and he believes they're coming from none other than his former collaborator. Kelly reportedly told his cellmate that he's been getting warnings from people who claim to be connected to Jay-Z's camp, and he's convinced that Jay-Z is trying to silence him before he can expose the truth.
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense. Don't forget the blogs. Forget how you feel about me. Hate me if you want to, love me if you want, but just use your common sense. How stupid would it be for me to, with my crazy past and what I've been through, right now I just think I need to be a monster and hold girls against their will, chain them up in my basement.
This isn't just idle gossip. There's real fear behind these claims. Kelly's attack in jail was brutal, and it has left many wondering if there's more going on than meets the eye. Could it be that perhaps someone with the means and motive, wants to keep Kelly quiet at any cost? If Kelly really does have information that could damage Jay-Z, it wouldn't be the first time that a powerful figure has gone to extreme lengths to protect their secrets. But let's take a step back and consider the bigger picture. What if this isn't just about R. Kelly and Jay-Z? What if we're looking at the tip of an iceberg that could bring down some of the biggest names in the business? The music industry has always been a hotbed of scandal, but this could be the start of something far bigger, an unraveling of power structures and alliances that have held for decades. If Kelly's secrets come to light, the ripple effects could be felt far beyond the music industry, sending shockwaves through Hollywood, corporate boardrooms, and even into political circles. This isn't just about exposing a few dirty secrets. It's about pulling back the curtain on a network of power, influence, and corruption that goes far deeper than most of us could ever imagine. If R. Kelly decides to play his cards, he could potentially bring down a whole host of powerful figures who have managed to keep their hands clean while thriving in the shadows.
Obviously, he's devastated. 30 years in prison is like a life sentence for him. But at the same time, we knew the government was asking for 25 years. We were prepared for what the judge might impose. So it didn't come as a great big surprise.
R&B vocals with Jay-Z's razor-sharp rap delivery. It was supposed to be a partnership made in music heaven, one that would dominate the charts and redefine both artists' careers. But instead of becoming a legendary collaboration, it quickly spiraled into one of the most notorious feuds in music history.
The days before the event, he was getting threats that he felt like was coming from Jay-Z. Like, Jay-Z was trying to basically...
The cracks in their partnership began to show during their 2004 tour, which was supposed to cement their status as the kings of the music world. Instead, it became a disaster of epic proportions. The tour was plagued by disagreements, erratic behavior from Kelly, and mounting tension between the two artists. Things came to a head during a now infamous incident at Madison Square Garden, where Kelly abruptly left the stage, claiming that he saw guns being pointed at him from the audience. On his way back to the stage, Kelly was pepper sprayed by one of Jay-Z's close associates, Tyron Ty Smith, in an altercation that landed Kelly in the hospital, and Pelly in a hospital, and effectively ended the tour.
It may sound outrageous, but he felt like Jay-Z wanted to get him for whatever reason.
But what if the tour's collapse was just the beginning? What if there were darker forces at play, hidden beneath the surface of public disputes and legal battles? According to some insiders, Jay-Z may have had more reasons than simple professional rivalry to turn against R.R. Kelly. And now, with Kelly facing the prospect of spending the rest of his life in prison, he might be ready to reveal what really happened behind the scenes. Rumors have been swirling for years that Jay-Z wasn't just content with distancing himself from Kelly. He may have actively worked to ensure Kelly's downfall. Some say that Jay-Z, with his vast network of connections and influence, might have had a hand in orchestrating the media frenzy that ultimately led to Kelly's conviction.
R. Kelly was saying that Jay-Z funded his downfall plus the documentary.
It's no secret that Jay-Z is a master strategist, a man who has built an empire by being 3 steps ahead of everyone else. Could he have used his power to bury Kelly, eliminating a rival and protecting his own reputation in the process?
You feel that people have maligned your character?
I have been assassinated. I have been buried alive. But I'm alive.
So I think the point you're making is, and correct me if I'm wrong, that you have never held anybody against their will.
I don't need to. Why would I?
Well,
How stupid would it be for R. Kelly, with all I've been through in my way, way past?
This theory isn't as far-fetched as it might sound. After all, the timing of the surviving R. Kelly documentary, which brought the full weight of public opinion crashing down on Kelly, was suspiciously convenient. Some conspiracy theorists have even suggested that Jay-Z might have had a role in pushing the documentary to the forefront, ensuring that Kelly's sins were exposed in the most dramatic way possible. And while there's no concrete evidence to support these claims, the very possibility is enough to make you wonder just how deep this rabbit hole goes.
I still say allegedly, has done things and allegedly participated in a lot of things that the public would not be happy to know.
Easy, guys, easy.
But what kind of secrets could R. Kelly possibly have on Jay-Z that would be explosive enough to save his own skin? Let's dig a little deeper into Jay-Z's past. A past that's not without its own share of controversy. For starters, there's the 1999 stabbing incident involving record executive Lance Rivera, a case that has haunted Jay-Z for decades. Although Jay-Z pled guilty to a lesser charge and managed to avoid jail time, the incident raised serious questions about his connections and the length he might go to protect his interests. And that's just the beginning. There have also been persistent rumors about Jay-Z's personal life, rumors that could be devastating if they were ever proven true. Take, for example, the long-standing gossip about Jay-Z's alleged affair with Foxy Brown. Wendy Williams recently stirred the pot by claiming that Jay-Z and Foxy had a romantical thing before Beyoncé came into the picture.
Yeah. Fox is she's a baby, but she listens to me, you know what I mean? She's tough, you know what I mean?
And while these rumors have never been confirmed, they've been enough to keep the rumor mill churning for years. But what if R. Kelly has evidence that could confirm these suspicions? What if he's sitting on a treasure trove of information that could paint Jay-Z in a very different way?
We were prepared for it, and we are now prepared to fight this appeal.
And this brings us to a crucial point in the story. Why would R. Kelly, a man already facing an avalanche of legal troubles and a tarnished reputation, decide to go after Jay-Z now? The answer may lie in the concept of leverage. In a world where deals are made behind closed doors and reputations are currency, leverage is everything. If Kelly truly has the goods on Jay-Z, he could use this as his last chance to negotiate a better deal for himself. Perhaps a reduced sentence or even a chance to overturn his conviction. The stakes are enormous. For Jay-Z, the exposure of any scandalous secrets could not only destroy his carefully curated public image, but also impact his numerous business ventures. Jay-Z has built an empire that spans music, fashion, sports management, and even tech investments. His influence reaches far and wide, from his role as a co-owner of the Brooklyn Nets to his involvement with companies like Uber and his own champagne and cognac brands. But all it takes is one damaging revelation to send it all crashing down. Let's not forget the cultural and political ramifications as well. Jay-Z isn't just a music mogul. He's a cultural icon who has used his platform to speak out on issues ranging from criminal justice reform to economic inequality. He's positioned himself as a voice for change, a leader within the Black community, and a champion for social justice. But if it turns out that he's been hiding dark secrets, or worse, if he's been complicit in any wrongdoing, it could lead to a massive backlash not just against him, but also against the causes he represents.
I can't wait. I can't wait for everybody to find out what's really been going on in the background.
And that's exactly what makes this potential scandal so explosive. It's not just about one man's reputation, it's about the trust and hope of millions of fans who look up to Jay-Z as a role model. It's about the entire narrative of success, redemption, and influence that Jay-Z has carefully crafted over the years. If R. Kelly exposes anything that undermines that narrative, it could lead to a crisis of faith among fans, supporters, and business partners alike.
If you really look at that documentary, which I'm sure you have,
I have.
Everybody said something bad about me. Nobody said nothing good. Mm-hmm. They was describing Lucifer. I'm not Lucifer. I'm a man. I make mistakes, but I'm not a devil. And by no means am I a monster.
But the intrigue doesn't stop there. We've already mentioned the recent attack on R. Kelly while he was in jail, an incident that many believe was orchestrated to send a clear message. The inmate involved, a known member of the violent Latin Kings gang, isn't just some random criminal. He's a dangerous player with a long history of violence. The very fact that this attack happened at such a critical moment in Kelly's legal battles has led many to speculate that it was a planned hit meant to intimidate Kelly into staying silent. If these theories are to be believed, it suggests that there are powerful people who want to make sure Kelly never gets the chance to speak out. And if Jay-Z's name is indeed connected to this in any way, it could suggest a level of involvement and influence that most of us can barely comprehend. This isn't just about protecting a reputation. This is about maintaining control over a narrative, about making sure certain truths never come to light.
I didn't do this stuff. This is not me, y'all. I'm fighting for my life. Y'all me with this. I gave y'all 30 years of my career.
Robert.
30 years of my career. Y'all trying to me. You me, man. This is not about music. I'm trying to have a relationship with my kids, and I can't do it.
And let's be real. In the world of high-stakes entertainment and business, control is everything. Jay-Z didn't get to where he is by playing nice. He's a master strategist, a man who knows how to navigate the murky waters of fame and power. But R. Kelly, in his desperate bid to save himself, might just be the wild card that could upset the entire balance of power. So, what's the next move in this high-stakes game of chess? If Kelly truly has dirt on Jay-Z, will he take the risk of going public? And if he does, how will Jay-Z respond? Will he use his immense resources and connections?
These victims overcame Mr. Kelly's abuse. They deserve to be recognized. Know this, we stand here today because of them. Without them, today would not have been accomplished. Today is their day.
I'm very tired of all of the lies. I've been hearing things and seeing things on the blogs and I'm just tired.
Did you ever imagine that the world of celebrity gossip could get any wilder? Hold on to your seats because the story of R. Kelly and Jay-Z is about to take you on a roller coaster ride filled with scandal, betrayal, and enough drama to fuel a dozen Hollywood blockbusters. This is the kind of story that has everything. Courtroom showdowns, secret backroom deals, explosive allegations, and even whispers of a revenge plot that could shake the music industry to its core. So let's dive deep into this saga. Because trust us, this is one story you won't want to miss.
Attorneys for disgraced Chicago musician R. Kelly have filed a petition to the U.S. Supreme Court to review his conviction for federal crimes.
The latest bombshell in this ongoing drama, R. Kelly, the disgraced R&B superstar, is making a last-ditch effort to overturn his conviction. Yes, you heard that right. Despite the mountain of evidence against him and the years of horrific allegations that have come to light, R. Kelly isn't ready to spend the rest of his life behind bars.
Wondering about you. Do you like teenage girls?
When you say teenage, how old are we talking?
Girls who are teenagers.
19?
19 and younger.
I have some 19-year-old friends, but I don't like anybody illegal if that's what we're talking about, underage.
And in true Kelly fashion, he's pulled a major wildcard by hiring the same lawyer who helped Bill Cosby walk free. It's a bold, audacious move that's got everyone asking, what is Kelly really up to? And more importantly, is there something far more sinister going on behind the scenes?
R&B star R. Kelly is fighting to overturn his conviction that sent him to prison for 30 years. His attorneys argue federal prosecutors in Brooklyn failed to prove Kelly's sexual acts were part of a criminal enterprise.
But let's rewind for a moment to understand the gravity of the situation. Kelly has been convicted on multiple counts of human trafficking and inappropriate material production involving minors, charges that have rightfully horrified the world and led to his fall from grace. Once one of the most celebrated figures in R&B, Kelly's life is now a cautionary tale of how power and fame can be twisted into tools of manipulation and abuse.
the end of the road in terms of the charges that he faces. He still has state and federal charges, trafficking, sexual assault, as well as pornography charges. He was acquitted on pornography charges back in 2008, but at this point, he still has weeks, years, months down the road where he's going to be dealing with these allegations in a courtroom, but he is.
But even after being sentenced, Kelly isn't ready to go quietly into the night. Instead, he's making a last-ditch attempt to overturn his conviction, banking on his new legal team to perform a miracle similar to the one they managed for Cosby.
Have you done anything that you regret? Have you done anything wrong?
Lots of things wrong when it comes to women that I apologize, but I apologize in those relationships at the time I was in the relationships.
Have you broken any laws when it comes to women?
But Kelly's legal gambit isn't just about fighting his conviction. According to multiple rumors that are swirling around, Kelly might have a secret weapon up his sleeve, a weapon that could potentially blow the lid off one of the biggest scandals the music industry has ever seen. The word on the street is that Kelly is ready to drop a bombshell on none other than Jay-Z, his former collaborator turned bitter rival. That's right, R. Kelly, desperate and cornered, might be preparing to spill some of the darkest secrets about one of the most powerful men in music. And if these rumors are true, the fallout could be nothing short of catastrophic.
He talked about that, and then he just said how much conflict they was experiencing with each other. Like,
let's not forget that Jay-Z and R. Kelly weren't always enemies. In fact, there was a time when they were considered one of the hottest duos in the industry. Back in the early 2000s, when they teamed up for the Best of Both Worlds album, fans couldn't get enough of the blend of Kelly's smooth to discredit Kelly, to paint him as a desperate man grasping at straws. Or will he find a way to strike back even harder to ensure that Kelly's claims are dismissed before they can gain any real traction? One thing's for sure, the battle lines have been drawn, and both men have everything to lose. For Kelly, it's a fight for his freedom, for any chance of redemption, however slim. For Jay-Z, it's a fight to protect not just his empire, but his legacy, everything he's built, everything he stands for.
Celebrity couple, we were never a celebrity couple. We were a couple who just happened to be celebrities.
That's beautiful.
Like real people.
Yeah.
And let's not overlook the potential ripple effects within the music industry itself. If Kelly's secrets come to light, it could force a reckoning among those who have long turned a blind eye to the darker side of the business. We're talking about executives, promoters, and even other artists who might have been complicit or at least complacent in the face of scandalous behavior. It could lead to a wave of revelations, a domino effect that could take down more than just a few big names.
After they are done with Diddy, Jay-Z is up next to be exposed, right?
But here's where it gets even more complicated. The power dynamics at play aren't just limited to Kelly and Jay-Z. There are other powerful players in the game, figures behind the scenes who have a vested interest in maintaining the status quo. These are the people who control the flow of money, the distribution of power, and the narrative that the public gets to see. And if Kelly's claims start to gain traction, these hidden players might find themselves in a very uncomfortable position. Imagine the chaos that could unfold if the lid is blown off the whole operation. We could see lawsuits, criminal investigations, and a complete overhaul of the way the industry operates. There could be calls for greater transparency, for accountability, and for justice for those who have been wronged. And at the center of it all would be two men, R. Kelly and Jay-Z, whose personal battle could trigger an industry-wide revolution.
This conviction is the latest in a long line of prosecutions by this office to protect women and vulnerable minors from sexual predators.
But let's not get ahead of ourselves. While the potential for chaos is very real, there's also the possibility that this entire drama could fizzle out before it ever truly gets started. After all, we're dealing with rumors, speculation, and unverified claims. There's always the chance that Kelly is bluffing, that he doesn't have the kind of dirt on Jay-Z that he claims, or perhaps Jay-Z is already several steps ahead with a plan in place to neutralize any threat before it becomes a real problem. And let's not forget the legal battle still raging in the background. R. Kelly's appeal is still in play, and while his chances of winning might seem slim, there's always the possibility of a surprise twist. If his new legal team can find a way to exploit a loophole, or if they can convince a judge to reconsider the case, we could see Kelly back in court, and possibly even out of prison. And if that happens, who knows what kind of Pandora's box could be opened?
Some people think that you like underage girls. What do you say to them?
Well, those people that don't know Robert, they don't know me. So I usually don't get into what people think about me, because all my career, You know, even before the trial, people have had their opinions about Robert, you know, and that's probably because it has a lot to do with me.
But regardless of what happens next, one thing is clear. This story is far from over. The drama, the intrigue, the high-stakes power plays. This is just the beginning. As more details emerge, as more rumors surface, we'll be here to break it all down, piece by piece. Because in a world where truth is stranger than fiction, you never know what might happen next. So, as we wait for the next bombshell to drop, keep your eyes and ears open. Because if there's one thing we've learned from this saga, it's that anything is possible. From backroom deals to courtroom battles, from secret alliances to shocking betrayals, the world of R. Kelly and Jay-Z is one where nothing is as it seems and no one is safe. And now, the real question is, what secrets could R. Kelly possibly reveal that might bring down Jay-Z's empire? Do you think there's any truth to the rumors that Jay-Z played a role in orchestrating Kelly's downfall? Could this be just another power move in a world where fame, fortune, and influence rule the day? Let us know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on this unfolding drama. Until next time, stay curious.